From there, I made my way to Eaton Park, where I met with my lover Gao. He was drinking coffee from a paper cup and smoking a cigarette. When I got closer to him, he suddenly saw me and got up straight away, and in the process, he spilled some of his coffee. But luckily, it didn't go all over his clothes or shoes. The day was warm, and the sun was out, but the air was tight, almost unbreathable due to the pollution in the air. The first thing Gao said to me was, "This city is killing me." I said nothing, and we kissed, and then we made our way out of there. We went back to his place for a bit of sex, and afterwards, I went back to work. I had just gotten a new job at a modern cafe close to Zidane Market, and when I got there, I saw him again, the man I'd seen a few hours ago at the Beijing Planetarium with Xue Tao. But this time he was alone, browsing through a foreign book, something by a writer called Henry Miller. From the way he dressed, I could tell that he came from a good family, or maybe he had money, and I was even more surprised when a foreign woman approached him and sat next to him, and afterwards they spoke in perfect English. They were laughing at something, but not too loud so as not to attract attention, and they seemed to be on intimate terms, because I saw the woman rub his knee, and later on her hand moved upwards, but only briefly, and I saw her touch his crotch. He looked at her, and they left the cafe together. After he was gone, I asked a colleague of mine, "Who was that man on table 5? Table 5? My colleague looked at the empty table for a few seconds, and she seemed to be pondering about something, maybe trying to recall who had been at table 5. And afterwards she said, "Oh, I know him. It was Kan Wu. He's friends with Xue Tao. You know Xue, don't you?" "Yes, I do, vaguely," I said. And then I almost asked my colleague what else she knew about this Kan Wu, but she had to go and clean a few tables, and I decided not to mention him again. On the next morning, I was doing the early shift, which meant I was at the cafe before 8 a.m., and Kan Wu and his foreign woman were the first ones to enter the cafe. This time, I paid close attention to her. She had long, curly, dark hair, eyes the color of the sky, not to mention perfect teeth, and I was surprised to hear her speak Chinese with Kan. They ordered coffee and nothing else, but while Kan sat down at table 5, his girlfriend took her coffee with her, but not before giving him a goodbye kiss. After she was gone, he extracted a notebook from his bag and started to write. I pretended to be busy with the tables, making sure that everything was in order, and I managed to sneak in from behind him and stole a glance at what he was writing. It was so short that I managed to read it all in one go, and I knew if someone else had read it, he would get into trouble for what he wrote. Iron Fist. This government of ours is so mean, so cruel, so cold. Heartless, heartless, heartless. They rule us with an iron fist and kill our unborn. Why, I must ask, why? They leave us breathless, breathless, breathless. He moved his head around, and I quickly looked away and pretended to be busy with something. His writing had made me so nervous that I didn't dare to look at him. Had that happened, had our eyes met just then, he would have known for sure that I had read what he was writing over his shoulder.